and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for. Get ready for 2017. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning. I'm 2017 Student Council President. Please stand and join me for the posting of the colors and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and the opening remarks. Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I would like to introduce Riley Ann Murray, President of the National Honor Society, who will give the opening remarks. I would like to reintroduce Riley Ann Murray, President of the National Honor Society, who will give the opening remarks.
Please take a moment to bow your head and join me in prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us here today to celebrate all of our hard work and accomplishments thus far. Also, we thank you for the friendships we have formed, the support from our families, and the mentors who have taught us over the years. While the past 4 years were filled with many great memories that we will cherish forever, at times, many of us struggled through the hardships and realities of life. However, in both the good times and tough times, we are grateful for your presence through it all. Father, you truly are amazing, and as we gather here this morning, we ask that you please continue to guide each and every one of us moving forward as we take the next step in our lives, whether that is further education, the labor force, or military service. Please open our hearts to receive your graces and fill us with joy and love to share with others. In the future, we ask that you wipe away our worries and keep our eyes fixated upon you. Help each of us to answer your calling to find our true purpose in life. Lord, please bless all those gathered here today and keep us safe, healthy, and happy as we pursue our future endeavors. In your name we pray, amen. You may now be seated. Now, I would like to introduce Mushal Mathani, class of 2017 salutatorian, to give the welcome and introductions.
It is such an honor to stand in front of you all today, which I could not have accomplished without the help of my teachers and my family for making me believe I could get here. Oh, and I can't forget the OGs, the YouTubers, the exterior educators of George Ranch, such as Mr. John and Hank Green, Mr. Tom Ritchie, Mr. Bozeman, and my personal favorite, Mr. Clifford. To my fellow classmates, I hope you all find your place in this world. Try to achieve an education as it is the most powerful currency. And it is not limited to a classroom. I encourage you all to stand up for what you believe in despite the consequences. We are the agents of change if we so choose to be. I would like to introduce our honored guests. Please stand as your name is called. From the Board of Trustees, Mr. James Sternbergen, President. Ms. Catherine Kaminsky, Vice President. Ms. Kay Danzinger, Secretary. Ms. Mandy Bronsell, Board Member. Dr. Tyson Harrell, Board Member. Ms. Melissa Roberts, Board Member. It is also my honor to introduce Dr. Thomas Randall, Superintendent of Schools. Ms. Leslie Hack, Executive Director of Secondary Education. Dr. Frederick Black, Principal of George Ranch High School. Mr. Gregory Tilke, Associate Principal. Ms. Kay Lazar, Assistant Principal. Ms. Jean Aboud, Professional Registrar. Ms. Karen Reeves, Counselor. Ms. Erica Baker, Assistant Principal. And Mr. Kevin Croft, Assistant Principal. Thank you. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce Kara Madeline Kaufman, Class of 2017 valedictorian, to deliver our commencement address.
Good morning. When I was Googling how to write a valedictorian speech, Google told me that I should look back and fondly mention my favorite memories from high school, all of the really important moments. So here is a list of things I do not remember from high school. I do not remember my first day of freshman year. I do not remember what I scored on the PSAT, the SAT, or any college or career aptitude test I ever took. Sorry, Miss Mobley. I do not remember how to cite a paper in MLA format. But here's a list of things I do remember from high school. I remember dressing up with my best friends for pep rallies and spirit days, including Frat Boy Day and Whiteout Day. I remember winning the 2015 5A Division I Football State Championship 56-0. And most of all, I remember not being able to go to the restroom for the first and last 10 minutes of class. And when I could go to the restroom, they were all locked. So my point is, sometimes the things that stick out most in our minds and have the most impact on our worldviews are the things we'd least expect. And the things everybody tells us are really important are the things we barely remember at all. Memory is subjective, and the older we get, the more we have to make conscious decisions to remember the most important moments in our lives. Our memories now are the best they're ever going to be, and while it may seem daunting to try to remember all of the important moments, don't worry. That's what Instagram is for. So here's the point of what I'm really trying to say. I'm going to challenge you today to remember 3 things. Number 1, remember where you come from, which is not just your high school or your hometown or wherever you were born, but where you come from, including your roots, your culture, your heritage, and your family and friends. If you spoke a language other than English growing up, don't forget that language. If you traveled a lot growing up, or if you're really close to your extended family, don't let go of that either. That applies to really close friends too, who can also be considered family. I know that everybody always says we'll never speak to the majority of people we went to high school with after graduation, but that's why it's even more important to keep in touch with the people who mean the most to you. Number 2, remember where you're going. I always find it really hard to get in my car and drive when I don't have at least an idea of where I'm going, and I think that life should be the same way. I don't mean that you should have your entire career planned out today. Too often, whenever we talk about the future, we only talk about colleges and careers and jobs and money, and not really the other things that matter. So here's what I think are the things that matter. If you're a religious person, where do you want your faith to be in 5 or 10 years? How do you want your relationship with your siblings to be? Where do you want to travel? And what are you passionate about? I would say all of these things are much more important than the career you think you might possibly want, maybe. Finally, remember this moment right now. Most of these people you'll never see again, and depending on who you are, that's either terrifying or a total relief. So take this moment to appreciate each other, appreciate how hot it is in this room, think about what you're going to do later today to celebrate your graduation. Take today to celebrate your accomplishment with friends and family. The future and what is to come can wait until tomorrow. Above all, remember where you come from and where you're going. Remember the people who are joining you, and that makes life just a little bit easier. For the next part of my speech, I'll try to keep my thank yous short and sweet because I know you all have lives and families of your own. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my mom, Sandra Elkins, and all of the other mothers who are here today. Mom, you are the strongest woman I know. You've had my back since day one, and you have always made sacrifices and difficult decisions in my best interest, especially back when it was just the two of us. And without all of your hard work and sacrifice, I guarantee you I wouldn't be up here giving this speech. So thank you for being the epitome of what a mother should be. Thank you to my family and to all families who showed up today and showed up every other day of the rest of our lives. Getting through high school is really hard, and it's nearly impossible without a strong support system. And that support system starts at home, and most, if not all, of our achievements would not have been accomplished without your guidance and encouragement. To all LCISD administrators, faculty, and staff, LCISD must be doing something right, because in my years at Campbell, Reading, and George Ranch, I've never met a staff member who doesn't want students to succeed and doesn't want the best of them. You devote hours to your work, making many personal sacrifices in terms of time and energy, and it's usually a thankless job. So I wanted to thank you here today. Finally, thank you to our friends. Friendships are some of the most important relationships we can learn from, and just like anything worthwhile, they aren't always easy, but they are always worth it. Thank you to all of our friends for sticking by us, even when it was really difficult, and making the past several years of our lives special. To wrap things up, let me stress one more time. Remember and cherish your loved ones and the memories you've made with them all your life. My fellow graduates, class of 2017, thank you for making high school an adventure. God bless, good luck in the future. I'll see y'all at ProGrad tonight, and I'll see y'all in the Whataburger drive-thru in the future. Thank you. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce our principal, Dr. Frederick Black.
Thank you, Kara. And would you all give all of our student speakers a round of applause today? Good morning. And as I always say in the morning announcements, it's a great day to be a Longhorn. Dr. Randall, cabinet, members of the board, proud parents, and most importantly, the George Ranch High School 2017 graduates, congratulations. I am honored to be with you today for your commencement ceremony. As I look at you, I am amazed at the young men and women you have become. I am humbled to share this momentous experience with you, and most importantly, I am honored to be your principal. Your legacy exemplifies the true meaning of a George Ranch Longhorn. Your magnetism, unwavering school spirit, and your determination to excel and overcome at any obstacle with grace is unparalleled. As I stand before you, it would behoove me not to share with your family and friends some of your accomplishments this year. In athletics, the Lady Longhorns became regional finalists in volleyball with an assist from one of this year's top 10 graduates. Likewise, the Longhorn boys track team earned a second-place overall finish at the 6A state track meet, as well as 3 state titles with the help of 2 world-class athletes. In fine arts, the class of 2017 produced an all-state band member, a state champion indoor drumline, a third-place finisher at the Texas Forensic Speech and Debate State Tournament, and national champions at the MA National Dance and Auxiliary Championships. In the area of career and technology education, the class of 2017 produced a national qualifier for the DECA Marketing Competition and International Career Development Conference, a second-place finish at the state HOSA competition and national qualifiers for the HOSA International Leadership Conference, a Technology Student Association state officer, and 4 state champions and national qualifiers for TSA National Conference. The class of 2017, we are GR. We are GR. We are GR. This year, I'm proud to share with you that George Ranch is graduating 174 seniors who earned their National Honor Society collar. These students exemplify leadership, character, and service. In addition, there are 82 seniors who earned their service cord. Each student volunteered a minimum of 160 community service hours for a combined total of 13,120 community service hours. And I'll never forget sitting in my office back in April of 2016 when I received letters from College Board notifying me that George Ranch, the class of 2017, had 10 National Merit Commended Scholars and 7 National Hispanic Recognition Program finalists. And I always remember when I was informed this past February that George Ranch High School had 2 National Merit Scholarship finalists. And in May, I was informed that our finalists had become National Merit Scholarship recipients. Once again, I'll say, we are GR. We are GR. We are GR. Graduates, your class motto is, you must be the change you wish to see in the world. And I couldn't agree more. Today is not an end, but a new beginning. Never be afraid to take a chance because every accomplishment starts with the decision to try. So enjoy your journey, embrace the unknown, and take nothing for granted. And always, stay humble, work hard, and be kind. Class of 2017, I wish you well in your future endeavors, and I know that you will continue to do great things. Go Longhorns! Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered together to celebrate a joyous occasion and momentous occasion in the lives of these young adults. As part of our celebration, it has become a tradition for us to honor the young men and women from each graduating class who have chosen to dedicate themselves to various branches of the armed forces. Help us honor the young soldiers that we have with us today, those who have committed to the armed forces and stand ready to serve. Soldiers, as I call your names, please stand. Along with your parents, so that we may acknowledge your unselfishness and dedication to our country. Audience, please hold your applause until all names have been called. United States Air Force, Antonio Dante Cook, son of Kenneth and Martha Cook. United States Air Force, Eric Daniel Figueroa, son of Diane Figueroa. United States Army, Felicia Elaine Capdeau, daughter of Bo and Dana Capdeau. Army National Guard, Mark Anthony Kearney, son of Miguel Hernandez and Doris Harrell. And now, we ask that all past and present members of the military joining us as friends and family stand in solidarity along with these young men and women. As we thank all of you for the decision to help protect our country and our freedoms, let's also take this opportunity to acknowledge the parents, family, and friends gathered in the audience today who are also sacrificing by these monumental decisions. Again, thank you for your service to our country. You may all be seated. Mr. President of the Board, Dr. Randall, parents, and friends, George Ranch High School is proud to announce the following honor graduates from the class of 2017. The honor students will be called in alphabetical order, not rank order. Honor graduates, as I call your name, please stand and remain standing until all names have been called. Parents of honor students, please stand also. Please hold your applause until all names have been called. Alexandria Olafonke Adigan, daughter of Olufemi and Teresa Adigan. Abrar Anwar, son of the late Anwaro K. Badul and Kazi Begum. Afifa Anwar, daughter of the late Anwaro K. Badul and Kazi Begum. Alexandra Danielle Arnold, daughter of Vince and Lisa Arnold. Haley Catherine Bedingfield, daughter of Doug and Kathy Bedingfield. Isabella Maria Behar, daughter of Jacobo Behar and Laura Behar. Lauren Michelle Boyd, daughter of Larlise Boyd IV and Bridget Boyd. Grace Abigail Braun, daughter of Helen Braun and Dr. Kurt Braun. Hunter Clayton Breeze, son of Dr. Scott and Dr. Juliette Breeze. Ty Lynn Buchanan, son of New and John Buchanan and Mean Wynn and Steve Swan. Jamie Nicole Bull, daughter of Sandy Owen and Craig Trahan and Steve Bull. Bryce Reagan Burkhart, son of Brent and Elvie Burkhart. Anna Sophia Caruso, daughter of Dr. Katie Caruso and Tony Caruso. Brian Benny Chaco, son of Rainey and Benny Chaco. Cassandra Faith Coker, daughter of Glenn and Lori Coker. Kyle Patrick Curtis, son of Glenn and Natalie Curtis. Emma Claire Elkins, daughter of Gwen and Ron Jansen and Sandra and Jim Elkins. Rebecca Ann Filomeno, daughter of Marco and Anna Filomeno. Abigail Marie Findley, daughter of Pamela Findley. Megan Marie Foster, daughter of Mark and Becky Foster. Samantha Lucia Garza, daughter of Gabriel and Sarah Garza. Janet Eugenia Garza Robledo, daughter of Xavier and Maria Garza. Elena Christina Gilly, daughter of Chip and Laura Gilly. Emma Catherine Glose, daughter of Matthew and Laura Glose. Olivia Marie Gray, daughter of David and Leslie Gray. Jack Michael Green, son of Scott and Mary Ellen Green. Bennett Stafford Hall, son of Angie and Brian Hall. Anara Amal Huck, daughter of Sharik and Soha Huck. Shanna Renee Harding, daughter of Greg and Sherry Harding. Ashlyn Elizabeth Hartfield, daughter of Scott and Stacy Hartfield. Shauna Marie Heisler, daughter of Robert and Gail Heisler. Emilio Eduardo Hermoso, son of Eduardo and Lorena Hermoso. Anastasia Nicole Jones, daughter of Tracy and David Jones. Raya Asa Fareed Kanan, daughter of Serene and Asa Kanan. Landry Shay Kennedy, daughter of Michael and Brandy Kennedy. Sarah Michelle Keisner, daughter of Stephen and Jolene Keisner. Elizabeth Catherine Lemkowitz, daughter of Frank and Lisa Lemkowitz. Jacob Alejandro Liang, son of Dr. Jeffrey and Dr. Pamela Liang. Dylan Thomas Luce, son of Thomas and Christella Luce. Lacey Leona McVoy, daughter of Stady and Justin Munson. Sama Mahmood, daughter of Tahir and Farida Mahmood. Raleigh Ann Murray, daughter of Bill and Sharon Murray. Amelia Grace Nelson, daughter of Steve and Mary Kay Nelson. Annalie Walui Ing, daughter of Raymond and Mona Ing. Lauren Mywin Wynn, daughter of Valerie and Taylor Wynn. Olamar Olabanke Olabisi, daughter of Olagoke Olabisi and Dr. Juliet Olabisi. Tenzin Palki, daughter of Dorji Sawing and Namgil Kunsang. Anjali Yagnish Patel, daughter of Yagnish and Purvi Patel. Triunk Patnaik, son of Manas Patnaik and Sarita Das. Alexander Ponce de Leon, son of Victor and Kathy Ponce de Leon. Hannah Faye Ramirez, daughter of Shelley Collier and Jesse and Anna Ramirez. Corinne Gail Saha, daughter of Greg and Cindy Saha. Berkeley Alexandra Shirley, daughter of Tom and Michelle Shirley. Dominique Tan, daughter of Kent and Tracy Tan. Caitlin Eileen Tran, daughter of Tran and Sherry Tran. Valerie Ann Valerian, daughter of Ann and Patrick Valerian. Catherine Elaine Vocal, daughter of Scott and Shannon Vocal. Zane Thomas Warren, son of Lori Warren. Lauren Alexandra Weaver, daughter of Ray and Noreen Weaver. Kim Marie Williams, daughter of Barry and Karen Williams. And our salutatorian, Mushal Mathani, daughter of Fareed and Rubina Mathani. And our class of 2017 valedictorian, Kara Madeline Kaufman, daughter of Sandra and Jim Elkins and Brinson and Christy Kaufman. Please be seated. Mr. President, members of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Randall, Superintendent of Schools, I certify that the seniors present have met the requirements for graduation set forth by the Texas Education Agency and Lamar Consolidated Independent School District and are eligible to receive their high school diplomas or have met the attendance requirement under Senate Bill 673 and are eligible to receive a certificate of attendance. Mr. Croft and Mrs. Baker will now continue with the presentation of the graduates.
We would like to remind family members and friends that you'll be able to greet and congratulate our graduates outside the Merrell Center after the ceremony. The graduates will be exiting on the north side, which is located behind the stage. I'm waiting for the chute to load. More? Or go? Wait, keep going. Go. DeRay Lee Abraham. Sierra Renee Acuna. Derek Scott Adair. Esther Fumilala Adaramola. Alexandria Olufunke Adigan. Hannah Logan Agner. Gabriela Isabel Aguilar. Imran Ahmad. Janet Mayowa Ajibola. Matthew Aldalco. William Jameson Alexander. Nicole Renee Alford. Sarosh Saeed Ali. Bailey Bruce Allen. Champion Alexander Allison. Shaden Al Nasir. Karishma Amin. Chima Kimdi Amushi. Leanne Elizabeth Anderson. Timothy Evan Angel. Abisola Arafat Anafawoshi. Abrar Anwar. Adiba Anwar. Afifa Anwar. Trevion Damon Applewhite. Abel Alciv Arakel. Bailey Inez Ariza. Juan Andre Arca. Dennis J. Ardeline. Sebastian Ariano Gutierrez. Joe Angel Arguello. Christopher William Arjona. Bradley Maurice Armstrong. Alexandra Danielle Arnold. Kayla Gabriel Ashley. David Uyekpin Asawada. Sarah Jane Atwood. Adrian Alexander August. Laurencio Gabriel Bacchus. Haley Renee Badillo. Cecilia Rhiannon Clara Bailey. Jason Samuel Baldridge. Emma Louise Barber. Samuel Michael Barnes. Travis Glenn Barnett. Ashton Emily Beatty. Adam Beck. Haley Catherine Bedingfield. Alfred B. III. Isabella Maria Behar. Alexander Xavier Benitez. Victor Adrian Bethencourt. Valentina Billick. William Patrick Blanco. Richard Randolph Beck. Philip Joel Bonaparte. Kenneth Lee Bonnerspiller. Bradford Nicholas Bubel. Kyle William Boudreau. Lauren Michelle Boyd. Darius Noel Bradley Jr. James Odell Bragerhager. Grace Abigail Braun. Hunter Clayton Breeze. Jasmine Crystal Brito. Adina Brohi. Brody Cole Bromagen. Deanna Vinay Brown. Matthew Sloan Brown. Maya Nicole Brown. Nicholas Lynn Buchanan. Ty Lynn Buchanan. Jamie Nicole Bull. Bryce Reagan Burkhart. Noemi Bustamante. Anam Azam Butt. Alyssa Cadena. Salma Jaylene Calvo. Clara Elise Campbell. Mustafa Andrew Campbell. Natalie Campos. Jamaica Velos Canizar. Isabella Christine Cantu. Felicia Elaine Cabdo. Christian William Cyril Cardwell. Emma Caroline Carlson. Nakaya Frashawn Carr. Alida Michelle Carrera. Emily Marcel Carrera. Anna Sofia Caruso. Paulina Casados. Sean Joseph Cazadis. Dylan Lee Casas. Aaron Joseph Castellano. Nicholas Ryan Castillo. Robert Isaiah Castillo. Elias Cazadis. Elizabeth Marie Cervantes. Avery Kiana Cervantes. Brian Benny Chaco. Mallory Elizabeth Chandler. Rebecca Andrea Chapa. Robert Ray Charles. Julius Mijay Aaron Childress. Sean Michael Christie. Chidima Jessica Chukwu. Stacy Zabechi Chukwujeku. Gabrielle Lynn Cisneros. Andrea Regina Kobich. Kara Madeline Kaufman. Cassandra Faith Coker. Dylan Drake Collins. Antonio Dante Cook. Thomas Lavoisier Cook II. Corey James Crawford Jr. Robert Stephen Crow IV. Shylin Elizabeth Cruz. Laisha Cruz Ulloa. Maria Nelly Balino Charisma. Kirby Nicole Cuellar. Christopher Dimitri Cuffey. Chelsea Marie Cummings. Stella Mary Cunningham. Kyle Patrick Curtis. Kiera Elizabeth Danaher. Kwa Zachary Dang. Oyinbra Matthew Danian. Jincy Geroncia Daniel. Kelly Vanessa Davila. Justice Deshaun Davis. Reggie Davis Jr. Taylor Renee Davis. Charles Alexander De Vega. Bryce J. Alexander Debs. Samuel Ray Decal. Nicholas M. Delgadillo. Emily Camille DeRowan. London Faye Diller. Grace Doe. Dawson Andrew Doling. Brandon Wayne Donaldson. Victoria Grace Dorian. Taylor Kyrie Dowden. Ashley Nicole Dubeck. Christopher Duran. Benjamin Russell Edgman. Tyler Julian Edmond. Donnie Lynn Edwards II. Lisa Olumachi Agege. Chama Uma Ike. Travis Lee Elder. Emma Claire Elkins. Jessica Lynn Ellison. David Anthony Enriquez. Baylor Ashton Ertlejack. Jordy Escobar. Logan Windwalker Escobedo. Jewel Lynn Espinoza. Michael Anthony Eubanks. Sydney Haywood Evans III. Morgan Victoria Ann Everett. Larissa Marie Eversole. Cameron Neil Ferris. Jamira Chantel Fields. Nadia Lynn Fields. Jackson Harvey Figenshaw. Eric Daniel Figueroa. Rebecca Ann Filomeno. Abigail Marie Finley. Jason Lee Flores. Alex Paul Fontenot. Megan Marie Foster. Evan Scott Foston. Lorenzo Dean Franco III. Zachary Homero Galdamez. Christian Alejandro Gallardo. Gabriela Renee Galvan. Jacob Thomas Gamble. Juliana Paige Gomez. Georgette Impatrice Garay. Cameron James Garcia. Daniel James Garcia. Cody Sebastian Gardner. Taylor Renee Garou. Adam Dean Garza. Juan Garza Jr. Samantha Lucia Garza. Janet Garza Robledo. Alhaji Bengali Gassama. Damian Tyon Gaston. Brandon Taylor Gathright. Elena Christina Gailey. Henna Shreya Galam. Haley Jeanette Jenkins. Dante Isidro Giordano. Emma Catherine Gloss. Josue Ismar Gomez. Nicholas Lazaro Gonzalez. Gerson David Gonzalez. Ulysses Gonzalez Gonzalez. Jake Anthony Gore. Sarah Elizabeth Grace. Olivia Marie Gray. Nathaniel H. Grayson. Kiesia Lanice Greeley. Alexandria Green. Maya Lee Green. Jack Michael Green. Brandon Dion Greer. Jack Canavan Gregg. Ray Elizabeth Gresso. Jacqueline Celeste Guerrero. Joaquin Guerrero Jr. Jacob Ross Hale. Avery Gale Hall. Bennett Stafford Hall. Christina Hammock. Inara Amal Huck. Shayna Renee Harden. Trenton Matthew Harrell. Ryan Allen Harris. Veronica Chanel. Ashlyn Elizabeth Hartfield. Jeremy Lee Harvey. Christopher Jordan Haver. Dawson Kendall Hawkins. Dylan Ray Hayes. Christopher Hurd. Blake Lee Heckler. Shauna Marie Heisler. Michaela Jimenez. Peyton Thomas Hept. Emilio Eduardo Hermoso. Arturo Herrera. Peyton J. Hessner. Justin Michael Houston. Wilson Robert Hines. Arslan Barquette Harani. Ethan Alexander Hodgson. Madison Paige Holstein. Meredith Hall Holstein. Zachary John Holsetter. Cheyenne Nicole Horst. Megan Elizabeth Hudson. Austin Michael Huerta. Zachary Alexander Hunton. Saida Bushra Hussein. Ginakanwa Toby Ibe. Precious Inoma Ike. Odera Evans Ikwazuma. Lauren Ingracia. Antonio Roosevelt Jackson. Zachary Ryan Jackson. Annabelle Susan Jacob. Shane Burkyle Jacob. Latifa Alotukumbo Jadasimi. Tucker Leo Jason. Noah David Jaskolski. Dominique Clarissa Jean-Baptiste. Emma Jean Jobs. Joshua Garman Joe. Charlotte Meredith Johansson. Brandon McCoy Johnson. Damon Richard Johnson Jr. Jack Brian Johnson. Jordan Christian Johnson. Merritt Madison Johnson. Tia Brian Johnson. Joseph Ajala Jokadola. Anastasia Nicole Jones. Ethan Thomas Jones. Sierra Nicole Jones. Vivian Joy Jordan. Lexa Ann Jowers. Jatim Nayari Juliao. Shatira Shaista Juma. Austin Michael Justice. Megan Allen Kaser. Ashil Katawal. Raya Acer Kanan. Emma Lorraine Castens. Mark Anthony Kearney II. Amanda Ann Keller. Landry Shea Kennedy. Megan Lorraine Kessler. Nomi Khan. Kennedy Leanne Knauer. Sarah Michelle Kisner. Katie Renee Kurth. Colson Nicholas Kostelnik. Michael Gregory Kermatis. Oriana Abigail Lacaze. Joshua Richard LaPierre. Miranda Joan Larson. Eddie Darnell Lasker. Sabrin Toby Lawrence. Lawson Brendan Lawson. Caroline Lee. Kyla Shea Lever. Victoria Nicole Lee. Corey Gavin Leith. Elizabeth Catherine Lemkowitz. Angelique Elizabeth Lemon. Ryan Joseph Leos. Savannah Gwendolyn Lerma. Jacob Alejandro Liang. Cameron Briley Lightfoot. Morgan Jerry Lindsay. Haley Ann Lindstrom. Vincent Lane Little. Casey Ann Litzman. Breland Montrell Logan. Janice Alexia Lopez. Marcus Alexander Lopez. Matthew Jacob Lopez. Robert William Lord. Tariq Jamal Shaquille Love. Dylan Thomas Luce. Cameron Isaiah Lujan. Diana T. Long. Robert Gabriel Luvender. Jacqueline Emily Lyon.
Christian Antonio Macias. Caleb Alejandro Madrigal. Ezekanobi Honoro Madamir Jr. Devin DeMarcus Malone. Caitlin Brishon Malone. Denise Daniela Marin. Alexis Bernice Martinez. Gabrielle Elizabeth Martinez. Kate Martinez. Raquel Elizabeth Martinez. Renee Martinez Jr. Anson Tyler Massey. Charles David Masters. Nina Alana Mayers. Dandy Chinazam Imbadoka. Emily Ann McCroskey. Aaron Nolan McGee. Justin Paul McGregor. Claire Bickham McInnes. Crystal Michelle McKinney. Christopher Ryan McNally. Diego Alejandro Medlin. Sama Mahmood. Danica Lauren Mendez. Lauren Daniela Murta. Blake Arnold Messick. Bianca Ruby Michelle. Aubrey Nicole Millis. Mashol Matani. Joe Jacob Molina. Sarah Elizabeth Moran. Ryan Moreno. William Jacob Moreno. Blair Elizabeth Morgan. Jillian Elizabeth Morris. Quentin Tyrese Morris. Connor Andrew Morton. Mason Edward Moss. Brett Zachary Moten. Inamer Impanugo Michael. Nathaniel Joshua Mudd. Olin Mercer. Louis Daniel Muller. Riley Ann Murray. Angel Nahera. John Paul Nava. Robert Joseph Nava. Jeremy Toby Ndukwe. Sean Christopher Neal. Amelia Grace Nelson. Cameron Theodore Nelson. Samantha Ann Nelson. Jack Christopher Newman. Annalie Weloy Ng. On Duk Win. On T Win. Joseph Michael Nguyen. Lauren Bao Quinn Nguyen. Lauren Miwen Nguyen. Lynn Nguyen. William On Nguyen II. Lucas Taggart Nicholson. Carson Fox Neiman. Christian Chauvin Nevis. Peyton Elizabeth Nims. Bailey Renee Northington. Denzel Alec Norrua. Adalberto Nunez Gomez. Olisameka Onyabuchi Wara. Kevin Ocampo. Chidibe Ogbonna. Chakuma Chibeweze Obona. Amechi O'Hare. Paul Indobisi Okibu. Peter Chukwuemeka Okibu. Francesca Inabukun Okari. Omalora Olobenke Olobisi. Paul Christopher Olguin. Yasmin Olivo. Abube Anthony Omeladiki. Ezene Ashley Arakpo. Aaron Patrick O'Reilly. Keziah Benjamin Cruz Ortiz. Eugene Osesas Osegada. Madison Marie Owens. Tenzin Pauki. Alondra Jeanette Polaris. Alejandro Uriel Perrente. Caitlin Marie Parisi. Natavia Chantel Parker. Anjali Yagnish Patel. Simran Brijesh Patel. Trevor Patrick Patton. Triank Packnack. Caitlin Grace Patterson. Andrew Earl Paul. Elizabeth Anna Pearson. Isadora Pena Nicosi. Alexis Edward Penaloza. Lucy Judith Perez. Caitlin Tyler Phillips. Dominique Pineda. Caroline Rose Platt. Robert Allen Platt, Jr. Alexander Ponce de Leon. Jonathan William Potter. Easton Keene Price. Joe Camp Priest. Carissa Riley Proctor. Nathaniel J. Pullig. Peyton Riley Quattlebaum. Dylan Jake Quijano. Ana Maria Ramirez. Hannah Faye Ramirez. Mark Anthony Ramirez. Savannah Antoinette Ramirez. Jason Jack Ramslin. Demetria Star Randon. Mahek Mehboob Ratani. Alex Noesvin Ricios. Cody Marie Reese. Alejandra Revelez. Michaela Elizabeth Rayons. Adrian M. Richard Jr. Caroline Michelle Ritchie. Joseph Trey Rios. Serena Maria Rios. Blake Anthony Rittenhouse. Wendy Lisette Rivera. Juan Pablo Roa. Santiago Roa. Dylan Nicole Roach. Dylan Grant Rock. Alejandro David Rodriguez. Austin J. Rodriguez. Connor Jacob Rodriguez. Hannah Michelle Rosenbaum. Sierra Noel Rosen. Craig Lynn Rubio Jr. Hunter Allen Rubio. Alistair Adder Sabito. Corrine Gail Saha. Isaac Salazar. Michael Omar Salinas. Elizabeth Sanchez. Jade Elizabeth Susan Sanchez. Jeremiah James Santana. Spencer Scott Schultz. Spencer Theodore Schultz. Trent David Schultz. Julia Claire Schwacke. Hannah Elizabeth Sellers. Tiffany Rose Self. Paola Anae Serapis. Ryan James Severin. Philip Cyril Shulock, Jr. Isaac Allen Sullivan. Charles Austin Sutton. Dominique Tan. Jamarcus Dupree Taylor. Jonathan Thomas Temple. Oswaldo Pablo Terrones. Mega Samir Talker. Jemiah Nicole Tharp. Channing Joseph Thibodeau. Alexis Kiana. Reese Rolwin Thornton. Enrique Amado Allen Tiet. Kennedy Monette Tillman. Everett Melbourne Timberlake. Daniela Marlene Torres. Alexis Nicole Tovar. Caitlin Eileen Tran. Tai Thwin Tran. Queen Bic Trong. Don Emmanuel Twizon. Matthew Tapia Tobianosa. Rachel Elvin Tucker. Colton Chase Turner. Kaylin Ann Tadalaka. Brent Chinadu Ugochoku. Ugoma Obina Okibo. Kingsley Leonard Uma. Julio Alexander Humanizor Jr. Ryan Jared Underwood. Joseph David Valdez. Estefania Valdivia Sanchez. Valerie Ann Valerian. Martin Lee Vanar. Zachary Dean Vanoy. Grant Patrick Barney. Javier Vasquez Javier Marcano. Samantha Kelsey Vega. Ana Seixas Velasquez. Eliza Marie Velasquez. Christian Bernardo Velez. Alanis Casas Venturas. Tanya Nicole Verde. Gabrielle Elaine Villanueva. Adriana Josephine Villarreal. Kaylee Noel Vole. Catherine Elaine Vocal. Kayla Ray Verba. Reese Eugene Wells. Hayden Thomas Waldrop. Ryan Lee Walker. Kevin Alexander Wallen. Chanel Deontay Warren. Zane Thomas Warren. Alfred James Watkins III. Claire Nicole Walmsley. Zachary Ann Weatherford. Jack Harrison Weaver. Alexandra Weaver. Kylie Kate Weigel. Spencer Earl Wells. Darian Deshaun Westbrook. Macy Cash Witcher. Alexis Renee White. Emily Ann White. Kim Marie Williams. Langston Malik Williams. Sarah Bethany Williams. Trayvon Shamar Williams Edgar. Lucas Harrison Witham. Madeline Page Woodfin. Brandon James Wyatt. Brandon Corey Yanez. Ingrid Abby Yarbrough. Reed Thomas Yeager. Sarah Beth Young. Tasnia Zaman. Julissa Estella Zamora. And Julius Frank Zatopek.
Parents, once again, we would like to remind family members and friends that you will be able to greet and congratulate our graduates outside the Merrell Center after the ceremony. The graduates will be exiting on the north side, which is located behind the stage. Seniors, please stand. You may now move your tassels from the right to the left to signify your graduation from George Ranch High School. Congratulations. Please join us in the singing of the alma mater.